Tonight, the black and white volleyball teams meet in the hallway behind the benches.
the Cougar Den, affectionately named by the late, great Hall of Fame coach John Giesler. I'm Coach Tony Worley. Looking forward to bringing this game to you this evening between the Auburn Trojans and our Illini Central Cougars. This Sangamo Conference matchup between two teams that are in a different place. Unfortunately, right now we're got some injuries. We're going to be without senior David Bard this evening. If you know anything about Illini Central basketball this season, David Bard hit the 1,000-point mark about 3 weeks ago. On the same evening, he broke the school's single-game scoring record. So that's going to be a tough loss for us. I talked to Coach McCoy before the game, and he said Trojans are in a really good place health-wise, and not only healthy physically, but no sickness either, and that's a good thing. That's been going around. It was nice to talk to him before the game. He's a great guy, one of the best coaches around, and I always enjoy the opportunity to talk to him, whether it was when I coached against him his first 2 years at Auburn when I was the varsity coach here at Illini Central, or in the time that I see him anytime Auburn makes the long trip up here to Mason City. Coming into this evening, the Trojans are 22-2 on the season. They dropped their game on Tuesday night against Pleasant Plains in Sangamo Conference play, so I'm sure they're excited to get back on the court and flush that loss away. That's one of the things that's nice, definitely about high school basketball, is you have an opportunity in a short turnaround to get that bad taste out of your mouth from just the other night. I looked, their other loss is Breeze Central. I'm not sure. I'll hopefully get a chance to look here in a second. I don't know if they're 3A or if they're 2A. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but they're 20-5 on the season. I looked at Max Preps, and obviously they're a really good team there. So looking at, I'll get into what they have coming up for the rest of the year, just like I'll get into what we have coming up as well. So it's that time of year where, I talked to Coach Burks and I talked to Coach McCoy at the same time, actually, and this is the time of year where you're trying to, get things going in the right direction as you get ready for regionals. I talked last night on the high school girls broadcast that, girls seeding's over with. So, now you're just trying to tune things up and get yourself ready for the postseason. And the boys are just about at that point too. Now, we're not playing with an opportunity to, win the conference. They are obviously in that position, with the one loss, big, huge game in the Sangamo tonight, with Pleasant Plains and Williamsville playing. So I'm going to check in on that at some point and see what that is, because that's obviously a huge game in the conference. Right now it looks like it's definitely Auburn, who's here in Mason City tonight, Plains, and Williamsville right now that are at the definite top of the conference. So I've been doing this lately where I get to the keys to the game for Illini Central. I think number one is we just need to compete on every possession. Like I said, we're down obviously one of the biggest pieces, a definite all-conference player in both conferences. So to be without David this evening is going to be difficult. But I think, as I said, getting ready for the postseason, it really comes down to the fact that you've got to compete on every possession, because that's who you are, that's what you do. And hopefully we will do that against, like I said, a team that's ranked second state right now in 2A. Number two, we saw Maroa Forsyth in here on Tuesday night, and they played a 1-3-1 on defense. Auburn likes to do that as well, from what I've been told, and they did it some in the JV game until the JV game got sideways, which it actually got sideways real fast. But have we learned anything from Tuesday night in terms of how we attack that 1-3-1 on defense? It's a tough defense to attack. It's a tough one to play against. As Auburn hits the court right now, they're long, and when you play against a team that's long and quick and aggressive in that 1-3-1, you have got to be disciplined in what you're doing. And then number 3, as I mentioned before, if you're listening for the first time and you don't know who I am, I've coached here for 22 years and coached since I was a kid, a 20-year-old kid. So I've been around a lot of kids and I've been a lot of teams that lost a lot, and there's a state championship picture in this gym that I was able to be a part of that, in 2013. So I've seen a lot. And I think in a game when you're playing against a team that's as good as Auburn is, you have to have winning body language, even when things aren't going your way. And I don't know if that's personally, I don't know if that's just a basketball thing. That's a life thing. If you're how you carry yourself and how you approach what you're doing will go a long way in terms of whether you have to be or whether you're going to be successful. Whether you win or lose on the scoreboard or not, you've got to carry yourself as though trying to get better, trying to have a positive attitude towards it. So I think that's important for us as well, because I think when you're down in main player, it's easy to be demoralized, come into this game and think, well, we have no chance. We're not going to compete. Don't think anyone would want their kid to do that, and I hope our kids don't do that this evening. They come out and are positive in the way they approach this basketball game. So we got about 2 minutes until the national anthem. Pep band's been away for a while. Those of you that you can probably hear him a little bit in the background, our pep band is led by Mr. Kelly Damon, fantastic music teacher. Really does a great job with our kids. Our music program is growing because of his leadership. So we'll have them play the national anthem. They'll play school song, and then we will get ready for some Sangamo Conference basketball on this Friday night here in February already. I think I mentioned it at the boys' game the other night. It's kind of hard to believe that we're this close to the end. The high school girls are a week away from the postseason, a week from tomorrow, which is just crazy. The season, again, like I said, as a coach, sometimes it drags, and then there's other times you blink, and it's almost over. So looking forward to bringing this one to you, and I will, like I said, from the Alan Stout broadcast booth, my dear friend who passed away from brain cancer a couple of years ago, who loved this place more than any person that I know since I've been here, who loved broadcasting, went on to work for Fox Sports and Bally Sports in St. Louis to work for his beloved St. Louis Cardinals. Just a great story. So to sit here every time broadcast in his honor, it's one of my favorite things to do. So as we get ready to do the national anthem, I'll cut away, and we'll be right back with Illini Central and Auburn.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Illini Central. Interscholastic sports are an important part of the high school experience, and sportsmanship is the anchor of these activities. On behalf of Illini Central Schools, we would like to encourage all players, coaches, and fans to remember the importance of good sportsmanship. Now, would everyone please stand, remove your hats, and address the flag for the playing of our national anthem, and remain standing for the playing of our school song.
What's that? I don't care. So like I said, Mr. Damon does a great job. He is fantastic with our pet band. There's just something better about having the pet band in the house that really makes the event that much better. So glad to have him. Need to make one change here real quick before we get going. There's a fix. Okay, let's meet the starting lineups for the Auburn Trojans. Got number 1, Jacob Barth. Number 3, Carter Hunley. Number 10, Cooper Carter. Number 25, Ryan Lash. And number 33, Clayton Kessler. I told Coach McCoy, I love those teams that have easy to pronounce names, that you don't want to, I try really hard not to mispronounce anybody's name. Being a person who has a name that gets mispronounced sometimes, you try really hard to make sure that you are able to get that done. So there are the starters for Auburn. Now for Illini Central, we will be starting in David's absence. At least Coach Burks wasn't sure who he was going to go with. He's going to start with Brody Folks. Brody is the David's running mate, his scoring partner in terms of all the double-digit games that they have had this season. Dom Blair starts again. He started most of the season. Who is Dom's a freshman. Ephraim Newton starts. He's a sophomore. Ryder Claypool, number 22, starts most nights as well. And then Parker Umbach is the 5th starter for Illini Central. So Ephraim Newton getting what probably will be his, I'm pretty sure that's his first start in his basketball career on the varsity level. So that's going to be a difficult thing for him, but I'm sure he's going to play as hard as he possibly can. And, nothing better than, if you're going to get for your first varsity start, let's do it against a really good team. So I know he's going to compete. He's gotten better all year long. So Auburn will win the tip, and they will bring it towards Illini Central, who will start in a 2-3 zone tonight. If you're from Auburn, you've not listened to one of our broadcasts, I'm up here running the camera. I'm doing the computer and doing the play-by-play and all that. I'm by myself tonight, so try to do my best to make sure I don't screw up any of it. So Auburn starts in a full-court man-to-man defense. Coach Burks tells the other guys to clear out. Dom brings it up. Pass gets tipped, but it gets to Brody. He's being guarded by Barth. I'm not sure. I would assume that they showed up tonight not expecting to have to deal with David Bard. And they didn't have to. So they're probably defensively had to make an adjustment of what they wanted to do. Brody Folks gets the scoring started as I was stuttering through the point I was trying to make. And but they come right back, Auburn does, and they get a 3. Ryder Claypool brings it up this time. Over to Dom Blair, who almost gets it knocked away. Kicks it over to Parker Umbach. Kicks it back to Dom. Brody was right behind him. It ends up in Brody's hands. Brody calls for a ball screen from Parker. This is what the other guys need to do. Is they really, in a way, this is kind of how things are going to be next year without David. So this would be an opportunity. We only have 2 seniors. Be an opportunity for them to try to do some stuff that they haven't had to do this year with David not being out. Brody, another fall away that just rolls off. Rebound down to number 10. That is Cooper Carter. Barth is on his left. He swings it to him with a left-hand pass. Drop down to Kessler, who shoots a baseline jump shot, misses. Rebound over Parker Umbach was 25. That is Ryan Lash. The ball bounces around. Auburn gets it. It's in the hands of Carter now. Over onto the right wing to Hunley. Up top. Illini Central stays 2-3. Barth at the high post to Kessler, who looks opposite, gets it to number 3, Hunley, who pulls for 3. It's off. Rebound down to Kessler again. If you don't watch a lot of basketball or that zone rebounding. When you're in a zone, it's hard to rebound. They're going to call that over the back. The official, I've not seen in a long time. Used to call games when I was the JV coach. I haven't seen TJ in a long time. Drewen Evans checks in. Drewen's the other senior. He checks in for Ephraim Newton. Did a good job getting the start. Played some in the JV game. Drewen Evans drives into the lane, draws Kessler on the defense. I'm back. Ooh, Parker's trying to get rid of it too quick. I'm not sure why he's playing hot potato with that ball out there, but inside to Barth, dumped down to Kessler, goes up. Drewen Evans bodies him up, makes the shot a little tougher. Drewen gets the rebound, gives it off to Brody. Should be looking to screen for Brody right now. Ryder with a drive. Let it go. Illini Central's ball underneath the basket. Coach McCoy definitely chewing on the guys right now about something. He's trying to get them. You got to wonder, they came here expecting to see David Bard, and they have not seen him. So, hey, they're kids. They're high school kids. Oh, that's not a good play. It is a good play by Cooper Carter from Auburn as he steals it from Dom from behind. I just got a text from my dear friend Aaron Stout, brother of Allen. That's a good one, Aaron. I'll see what I can do. Brody Folks with another three. Coach McCoy is not happy about that. That's 2 threes from a guy that I guarantee you. I said this recently at one of the girls' broadcasts that you're like, well, why is Coach McCoy so upset right now? Well, because I guarantee you, if we went in that locker room to your left of the screen, we went over there in that girls' locker room, I guarantee you Brody Folks' name is the one at the top of the list on that board. And, especially after you show up and there were going to be 2 names on the board, and one of them was Bard, one of them was Folks. And with Bard's name not crossed out, Folks was circled probably 10 times, and we can't let him get going. And he's already got 2 threes, and we're not even halfway through the first quarter. So yeah, Auburn's winning, but those are the kind of things that get a coach going. That you went on and on. You can't let this guy get going. And I'll be honest, they weren't 2 wide open looks. And Brody's a fantastic shooter, but you could see Coach McCoy's body language, or what he was trying to say is you got to get up into him. You can't let him get wide open shots like that. So we'll see how that changes. They're a good team, so getting called out like that. Hunley kicks to Cooper, who misses. Rebound down to Lash, and he gets the putback. Right now they are killing us on the offensive glass, and that's going to be a big part of how this game's going to go, I'm afraid. Lob play to Drewen Evans. Drewen Evans for 3. It's short. He hustles to try to get it. It goes out of bounds. Illini Central ran their patented set play that Coach Burks loves to run. His dad ran it. Anybody that's coached against Illini Central or Midwest Central when Dad Kevin Burks was there knows that play, and they almost fell for it. JV coach from Auburn, he jumped up off the bench like, what's going on? How are we falling for that? Barth with it, takes a dribble, kicks back out to Hunley for 3. It's short. There's a good box out that time, and a rebound by Dom Blair. It's going to take all 5 guys rebounding against a team that's got this much length. Folks with it. Barth on him. Folks step back. Parker on back. Go set a screen. Good. Be moving off of the basketball. Can't just be standing. Drewen Evans gets into the lane. Kicks out to Parker on back. Parker can hit that shot. It's off, and then we don't run back on defense, and that should have been a foul probably, but they get a layup because nobody got back. I wasn't really paying attention to who was at the top, but the person that was at the top of the key should have been the person to get back on unbacked shot. Blair bringing it up against number 12. That's Jack Jones. Ryder Claypool. Drewen needs to cut there. His man makes it so Ryder can't get open. Here's Jones for a 3 on the left side. Misses another offensive rebound. That's got to be 5 already. Nice hustle by Dom Blair. Gives it to Parker on back. Gets it stolen. Almost, I hit the button thinking we were going to the other end. Auburn gets that steal. In the NBA, that would have been a foul depending on who you were. A little shot fake from Barth. Yeah, Stout, I'm going to try not to, hopefully he won't see me up here. Druin, going to get a little bit, I don't know why kids always keep going. They're doing a good job. They're doubling that off that ball screen. That was good defense. Druin Evans for 3, long. Dom Blair tracks it down, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds. Lash gets up off the bench, and he was thinking, I need to get back in there, and he is going to go back in. Number 5 is Brady Boylan, trying not to say it wrong and said it wrong. Kessler comes out, Barth come out. Nice pass into Folks. Nice play by Brody. Just rolls off. Ephraim Newton back in. Ephraim, just go rebound, buddy. You're a sophomore. Go in there. Doesn't matter if you foul out. Just go battle. Try to get a rebound. That's number 5. Boylan. His feet barely hit the court, and he's already hit a 3, so that's pretty good. Comes right in, right off the bench, and hits a 3. Dom gets it to Ryder. Ryder over to Preston Clark, who's a freshman who just checked in. Preston Clark had all 17 of the first half points for the JV team, so Preston's a really good shooter, but I can tell you right now, Auburn noticed that when he had all of our points to start. There's another foul. Coach McCoy's not so sure about that one. So Preston usually goes unnoticed sometimes as he goes into the varsity game. It seems like, they may not realize he can shoot the 3 very well, and then all of a sudden he gets one. He's probably not going to get one here. Brody Folks has all 9 of our points on 3 threes. I just really enjoy watching Coach McCoy coach a basketball game. He really gets into it, loves his kids, like talking to him before the game. Just not to belabor it, but he's a guy I really enjoyed, talking to, and he, they're fortunate to have him down there. Watching him get excited when our little kids were playing at halftime of the JV game. When he and Coach Burks both are in the same position. They got young kids at home, and you gotta be excited about getting to be a coach, and life is going really well for both of them. So it's fun to be involved in a game like this. So far, Illini Central's done what I said. We've competed on every possession. Down 14-9. Ephraim checks out. Druin checks in. Druin's been sick all week. Gets it to Ryder. Ryder's going to get double teamed there. Kicks it back out to Preston. Got to get a shot up. Dom, and just hits a glass and won't go in. So Illini Central, honestly, has come out, done a good job. Brody Folks is off to a good shooting start. We'll see where we go from here. I'm going to take a quick step away for a second. I'll be right back. Glad you're with me. All right, so I'm back here. Nice, got 87 people watching this evening. It's a long drive from Auburn to come up to Mason City, so if there are some Auburn people out there, I'm glad that I get the opportunity to bring it to you. You're not stuck watching the NFHS. I don't know whether the play-by-play is very good, but the NFHS isn't definitely annoying for me to watch it anyway. So hopefully you enjoy the broadcast. Try to not be too partial towards the Cougars, but it's hard sometimes. So let's see. Auburn starts back with Boylan. They've got Carter, who just hits a 3. 13 is Aiden Copeland. And now there's the, no, I don't know if that's a 1-3, more like a 1-2-2. The scramble. Guys got to be ready to shoot. There's Brody again. Bang. I accidentally hit the button too soon. That kid can shoot it. I tell you what. When I was a high school coach and he would come to our Cougar camp, that kid's had a basketball in his hands his entire life. He just shoot the lights out. Good talk by him. That's an illegal screen. We're going to go the other way. So Illini Central doing a good job right now. They're hanging right there against a fantastic team. Barth checks back in, look like number 5. Boylan just checked out. Let's see. So it almost looks like maybe they're going to run and jump a little bit. A little bit. It's not really completely zone. Yeah, it's more of a run and jump because guys are staying with somebody. Now is where, like I was saying before, now we can be screening. If you're not going to shoot it, if you're not gonna go shoot it, you got to set some screens. That foul there was on number 33, or Kessler. That's his second. In Kessler's defense, he got called for pushing a freshman who probably weighs just about half as much as he does. I don't mean that as an insult. Tough for him not to push a freshman over, as big a kid as he is, big, strong kid. There's Clark for 3. Started to head to the other end. Don't do that. Stay with your shot, Preston. Don't take off to the other end until that thing goes in. Number 3, they're going to call another illegal screen. Now it could get, who's that one on? That one's on Lash. So there's 2 on Lash, 2 on Kessler. Don Blair checks out. So who checked in for him? Parker Umbach did. Like I said, I don't really think this is a zone because they're kind of switching. That's too far. Too far to throw that pass. But they knock it out of bounds. Illini Central still has it. Brody has it. Coach McCoy's telling, got a piece of that one. That's what he's talking about, getting out there. Brody's not going to quit shooting, or he shouldn't anyway. There's number 10. That's short. Another offensive rebound. Goodness gracious. Tough shot. And that's off of Parker. Again, I said all 5 guys have to go rebound. Brody's going to get a break. There's nothing tougher than trying to, get open in terms of, you can get tired after a little while. There's a shot in the corner from number 10. That's Carter Cooper. Misses. Rebound down to Ryder Claypool. Ryder with it. Now with Brody out, now what do we do in terms of offense? Somebody's got to be willing to cut, move, be strong with it. Be nice to see Ryder be a little bit aggressive trying to get to the rim. Dom picks up his dribble. Fan to my right, thought there was a travel. I might have agreed with him. Nice cut by Parker Umbach and finishes. Coach Burks wants a timeout, so that way he can talk about probably a little bit what we do on defense. Plus, it'll give him the timeout's worth amount of time. So now Brody's getting a free time on the bench. So that's one thing that's nice about this timeout is now Brody can probably be about ready to go back in, and he's only missed about a minute's worth of game time by being on the bench. So that's a good thing for us. Let's see, trying to go over here and see if the girls' game is on. The Illini Central Lady Cougars are at Raymond Lincolnwood tonight. I've taken a shot at the NFHS to see if it's working over there in Raymond this evening. I also need to check on that Plains and Williamsville game too when I get a chance, but I'll have to sign out of one of them and sign back into the other. Not too bad of a crowd for tonight here at Illini Central. Weather's not bad. We had our athletic boosters had their pork chop dinner that they usually have once during the season. So that helped with a little bit of it. So it's a good thing the boys have come out and put up a good fight to start. Nice set play there trying to get Cooper Carter a three, doesn't get it. Barth gets it inside to Boylan, who loses his back. Almost didn't think they were going to call that travel there for a second. He just lost his balance, kind of awkward. Glad he didn't like turn an ankle or something. Just the way he went to the floor, he looked like jumped up fine though. So let's see. There's the 1-3-1 that I mentioned. Now we're a little bit interested. Here's where nice. That's good. But Brody Folks for three, no good. But like I said, Brody comes right in after that timeout. It was a good timeout for this. That looked like it was off of us, possibly. But we get the call right now. I'm sure Auburn feels like we're getting a little bit of, not a terribly advantage, but we are getting some. Like I said, Parker's good hustle by Dom. I love the effort he's playing with tonight. He's really being aggressive. I mean, what do you got to lose, you know? It's like I said, the winning body language type thing. Just go out there. This is a fantastic team. They're very good. They're going to make a postseason run. They're one of the top 3 teams in our conference. Like I said, they're the number 2 ranked team in the state at the start of the week. Why don't you just go out and see what you can do? And so far, we've competed. The other night when we played Maroa, to be honest, we didn't. Nice move there by number 3, gets it blocked. Number 3 is Hunley. There's kick out to Cooper Carter for a 3. He hits it. Nice out for Parker. I'm back out to Dom Blair. Here's what happens though. You're at that point now where we've missed. You got to make shots if you're going to beat good teams, and right now we're not. And that's an easy drive there by Hunley, and it's a 10-point game. So this is what happens when you're a really good team like them. We're happy that we're hanging around. Drew and Evans for 3. We're happy that we're hanging around. We're like, oh, we're only down 10. You can't get satisfied. There's a nice move by Lash. He's going to try to kick it out. He's trapped. Gives it to Barth. Coach McCoy gets a timeout before anything negative happened. So he's going to, looks like it's a 30, so you can't set down. Boys, whatever you do, don't set down. You'll get yelled at. I had that happen this year. You don't set down on a 30-second timeout. I'm going to step away for just one quick second, and I'll be right back. So with 3 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the first half, Illini Central's done a great job of hanging around, playing, their game, doing what they can. And like I said, there's competing so far. Get the camera in the right spot. Barth going to inbound it up top to Brady Boylan. Kessler's going to kick it up to Hunley. Hunley swings it over to Cooper Carter. He shoots the 3. Call another illegal screen. That's the 3rd one. I got the camera obviously at the other end. My monitor's blocking my view. I don't know whether Coach McCoy agrees with those or if he's dumbfounded by how there can be 3 of them. Cooper Carter steals that one. That pass was not a good pass, especially against that 1-3-1. I've got the camera trying to press the wrong button. Sorry about that. Guess I shouldn't take too many shots at the NFHS if I'm going to press the wrong button on my settings here. Now, move the ball. We got to move the ball quicker. Ooh, that's a kick, wasn't it? Yeah, I get it. I was like, sheesh. 26-17 in favor of, that was almost over and back. Ryder Claypool with it. Parker on back comes around, takes one dribble, picks it up. He does not want to be handling the ball, not out there like that. Kessler brings it up, gives it to Boylan, short. Rebound down to Barth. It's got to be 9 offensive rebounds. That's Cooper Carter for another 3. Got the stats board tonight. Right now, Mr. Carter is 1 point behind us for the night. He has shot the ball well. Ryder Claypool almost travels. Gosh darn it. Touchy. Dump down to Ephraim Newton. Barth is face guarding Brody Folks right now, which if I was coaching against us, I'd be doing that same thing too. The thing that makes that hard for him is that it's just then he's got to work so darn hard to get open. Parker on back. Darn it. I really believe he can make that shot. I've seen him make that shot. Nice for him to hit one. It's a little flat. There's another one by, he's on fire right now. That Cooper Carter, a senior, he has got another 3. What was that? Yeah, I thought that was him. Was that him? Didn't show on the stats board. There it was. I knew what I was talking about. The stats board didn't show it. We're under a minute to go. Brody Folks, he's had to work really hard to get it. That's good. It's a good play. Good back cut. Number 12, that's Jack Jones comes in. Barth and Boylan come out. Newton and Claypool come out. There's another sub. Cooper Carter comes out. 13 is Aiden Copeland. He's in. He's already played today. Drew and Evans has it. Looking to go back up top. 40 seconds to go. Preston Clark back in. Yeah, they're just, Brody's got to get used to this. He's going to see a lot of this stuff next year. Nice move. It's a tough shot, but Coach McCoy's going to take a full timeout. And I will take it with him. Be back in just a minute for this last 14.7 seconds of the first half here in Mason City. Glad you're with me this evening. Okay, I'm back. Let's see what Coach Burks is going to do. He's actually going to pick up full court a little bit. That's not something he usually likes to do, but trying to make them have to use a little bit of clock. He has fouls to give. Tried to foul, gets a steal. Didn't get a foul, but they get a steal. And Brody Folks, unfortunately, misses it. Carter, and now they're going to get a, oh, boy. Both teams missed out on an opportunity. Both teams missed an opportunity to get a layup there to end it. So with 0.3 of a second to go, Illini Central just going to catch it, sit on it, and go to halftime with an opportunity to talk about maybe what we need to do, what we could do different. Obviously, Illini Central doing a great job here this evening, staying in this game. So I'm going to go 10-minute halftime. I'll be back in about 7 minutes or so, and we'll set the stage for this second half. Well, I am back, and I've been saying me. Well, it's not just me. I've got with me sophomore Morgan Peterson, who's been on. Do I have you on camera? Let's see if I have you on camera so you can be in there. Just barely. There you go. You can screw over there. Now you're on camera. Okay, so
Hello.
so Morgan decided to jump in to the broadcast with me. She's helped me out before. So Morgan, number
Yes.
one, how are things?
Things are great. Life is good, Mr. Worley.
Life is good, right? That's what we say. We always say life is good. So it's been a really good game so far.
Yeah.
I've said on the broadcast, just to repeat a few things in case some of those 80 whatever people who are watching with us. Auburn's 22-2. They're terrific.
Dang.
They're having a great season. They were ranked number 2 in the state in the beginning of the week. They did drop a game on Tuesday night against a good Pleasant Plains team. So I mean that that does not change their standing and what they are. And we were just talking to Coach McCoy too. They're well coached. So, and I couldn't be more proud of our boys. This might be one of the best games they've played this year, down David Bard. Really competing well, and you and I haven't talked, so just filling you in on some of the things that I've said. One of my keys to the game was, and you know this from being a volleyball player and being a golfer, I said that we needed to have winning body language. We needed to carry ourselves
Good
in a way
point.
that, not that we, arrogant or anything. You just have to believe in you. You have to have positive,
Absolutely.
a positive outlook on how you're playing and what you're going to try to accomplish. So, yeah. So anyway,
That's cool.
Getting ready for the second half. I'm happy with how we've played. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, we're down a little bit, but let's see if we can hang in. And I also mentioned, trying to get better. What can we do to get better? For as the season goes on, as we get closer to the postseason. So,
Yeah, because this is a great opportunity. You're going to play tough teams, and you're going to play teams that shoot well and teams that play good defense. So, great opportunity to work on our own stuff too.
yep, that's really what it is. You're either I used to say even in the seasons whether we were good or we were struggling, you can either win, or you get better. It's not, how do you approach it? So
Yeah.
Here we go. Illini Central will start the second half with the basketball.
Yep, Ryder's got it at the top, passes it to Brody. Brody looks around, he's dribbling. Back to Dom. Dom passes it to Brody. Long pass to Ryder. Thought about it. Oh, he will. Oh,
It's long.
good try.
Got to take. Yeah, it's a shot that he's got to take. I
Yeah.
mentioned that earlier. It's one of those things where, when you're open, you have to shoot. With
Yeah.
David missing, you're not. With him injured, you can't. You don't have that safety blanket of him. You got to move the ball. You got to be willing to shoot when it's your turn.
Yep.
Kessler on the inside goes up and finishes. A pass from Barth. So let's see what they are defensively this trip.
A little more of a press.
Yeah, they're 1-2-2 right now is what it looked like. That's not a good pass. Darn it, with the wrong key.
There's Carter. That's Carter with the ball. Shoots it.
He was
No
on
good.
fire in the first half.
Yeah.
He's got 19. He had 19 at the half. Lash goes up at the rebound and puts it back in.
Wait.
Got out-rebounded terribly, offensive rebound. They've got a ton of offensive rebounds.
Here's Ryder. Passes it to Druin. Passes it to Parker. He's dribbling around. There's Dom.
So now they're back to man. It's like a 1-2-2 until we break it, and then they go man after that. Ryder with it, kicks out to Dom.
No good. Oh, what
So-
the?
Shot the ball very well tonight,
Yeah.
but that happens,
Yeah. Good effort on defense, but
Kessler battles his way inside. Another offensive rebound. They've got to have 12 offensive rebounds in this game. I mean, they do have some size on us, but you've got to box people out too. There's two sides of that.
yeah. Here's Brody. Uh-oh.
Hunley picks him.
And timeout. Taken by Coach McCoy. 30. Oh no, I don't have any jokes prepared.
No jokes. Well,
Let me look some up.
if you haven't watched the broadcast where Morgan has sat in with me, she will bring a joke to the evening's festivities. Good to see the girls. Let's see, is that the halftime or is that the end of the first quarter? Can't tell. Can't see on their scoreboard. Nobody's leaving the court. So looks like the Lady Cougars are up 16-13 at Lincoln Raymond Wood right now. So I'll keep track of that. Mrs. Harris, my good friend Mrs. Harris, she messaged me to let me know that Williamsville was beating Plains by 10. That was a long time ago though. So who knows where that game's at? I need to get on Twitter. Kessler with a drop down from the high post into Lash. Lash gets it to roll in. So
Makes it, is it still 38, 17? I don't know if they updated it. A little more of a court press. Dom passes it, but
Hunley goes in, gets fouled. Ooh, almost goaltended that. Rolls it in. Well, I watched a lot of games this year, and Dom's a freshman. He sometimes makes freshman mistakes. From playing varsity some as a freshman a year ago, sometimes you're just a freshman, and you gotta learn, unfortunately, the hard way. So Hunley hits the free throw, and Mrs. Harris texts me that still up by 5 is Williamsville. That game is in Williamsville, I think.
Wait, who?
Williamsville and Pleasant Plains are playing tonight, so it's a really big Sangamo Conference game.
Oh.
Just trying to.
I see.
I was going to keep track of it. They're going to double Brody there to get it out of his hands. Yeah. Ephraim Newton with it.
Foul on somebody. Let's see.
Number is it 11? No, that was Dom. That was Dom. Was it number 1?
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 1
Parker
is
comes
Jacob
in.
Barth.
Preston's got the ball. Looking to pass it. Passes it to Ryder. Dribbles down the court. Uh-oh. Loose ball.
Goes through Brody's hands. So 41-17 with 4:43 to go.
I feel like we need some offense.
Yeah, we've just, that's what's, like I said, the first half is, David scores probably 20 a game, so you take away his points, and that makes it really hard.
Yeah.
Rebound by Lash. He goes up and finishes. Preston Clark has checked in. He's a freshman as well.
Come on.
Brody down and rolls out. Druin got it, lost it, and they're going to call that our basketball.
Yeah.
Dom's going to come back in, get Druin.
I have a joke now, by the way, so just FYI, I'm ready.
Okay, so when we get a timeout or in between quarter, you got to drop this joke.
All right.
So Brody drives, little running hook.
Short.
Rebound down, pushed ahead by number 12. That's Jack. That's 12. Yeah, Jack Jones. Rebound by Kessler, goes up and finishes. That's Kessler. How tall? No,
he's kind of on fire right now. Preston to Dom. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Interception.
Carter Cooper goes in. Dom tries.
Oh,
he calls chart.
Oh, boy.
Ay.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. I don't know if I would get as upset as some of the Auburn fans are getting, considering the score is what it is.
Yeah,
but that definitely was not a good call. That was not a charge. I like the fact Coach McCoy didn't go crazy about it.
Yeah.
I mean, Preston was underneath the rim. That definitely was not a charge in my book either.
Oh, is that how that works? You have to be like not
Well,
underneath the rim.
like in college in the NBA, they have like a half circle painted on the floor, and if you're inside it, then it can't be a charge.
Oh.
We don't have it in high school, but I mean, generally, because the one thing is if you're under the rim, because what you can't do on a charge is you can't step underneath the person when they're in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if they're shooting a layup, they're probably going to be in the air before
Right.
they get to the rim. So, yeah, that was not a good call.
Gotcha. Auburn ball.
Trying to run a set
Hunley's
play.
got it.
Oh, that's a nice set play against the
Yeah.
zone.
Kessler again. He's at, I think that says 8. He's got 8 points. Preston has the ball, dribbles it. Trying to pass it. There's Dom at the top to Brody.
Brody Folks
Long
from the
shot.
spike line.
Woo! Timeout, please.
So there's
Yes!
your timeout. So now
Right.
we get to see what do you got.
Why did the chicken cross the web?
I do not know.
To get to the other site.
Oh, jeez. And I'm the tech guy at Illini Central.
Yeah,
and
that's
you're
perfect for you.
You're dropping a technology joke, and I don't even get it.
You don't get it?
No, I get it. I didn't
Oh.
have an answer for you. I definitely, I definitely get it. But
Well, okay, that's good though because Mr. Bunner, that's a good one for him too. That's kind of techy.
yeah, that's kind of techie. I don't know if we're just loud in our ears or it's loud in here tonight. Louder. Well, I
Yeah.
did do the girls' game last night. Darn it, the Lady Cougars have fallen behind 18-16. I hope we're not. Well, it looks like we got a little bit of foul trouble.
Guys,
so.
you got it. Willing them to win from home.
Okay, so Illini Central coming off of another Brody Folks 3. He's got 5 of them because he sets at 15.
Yay. All right, there's Kessler to, I'm learning the names.
Back out to,
That's Boylan?
that's Boylan, yeah.
Oh, foul.
Fouls on
15.
Carter Flaherty.
14?
Yeah, Carter Flaherty. That's going to be free throws for Hunley. Hunley's got 7 on the night. There used to be, they had a Hunley back when I was coaching high school, when I was a varsity coach or the JV coach, that could really shoot it. I think he was blonde too. Maybe related. If someone from Auburn is listening, they're probably like, yeah. It is. So nice move. Watching the girls' game too at the same time. Okay, so let's see. What are they now? This is kind of like that's 1-2-2.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, triple man.
There goes Brody for
Shoots
another
it.
3, and that's good.
Woo-hoo. That makes him 18 strong. 49-23.
I said in the first half, Coach McCoy is really getting on his guys for letting Brody hit some shots. There's not a lot you can do with that one. I mean, that's just, you tip your cap to somebody who makes a 3 out there like that. They're guarding
Good
that.
shot. Good shot.
Yeah, it's just a good shot. Ryder does a good job there and not crossing half court.
Oh.
Now we got to come to it. Hunley with it, gets into the lane. Nice little running floater in the lane.
Floater.
So into Dom. Skips it across to
Ryder.
Ryder. There we go, ahead to Brody. That's a foul on 13, who is Aiden Copeland. Some subs coming in. Cooper Carter comes in. Jacob Barth comes in. Still got Kessler out there with Hunley. And 13 is Aiden Copeland. Brody with it to Ryder. Ryder off to Brody. Double him quickly to get it out of his hands. Barth is going to basically was face guarding him earlier, which is what you would do. Brody step back
Double.
3, blocked.
Ryder inbounds it. There's Carter, but some contact. Still Cougar ball, though. Here we go. Here's Dom. Passes it to Ryder. There's Druin. Thought about shooting it. Oh. Here's
You gotta
Carter.
swing the basketball. You can't. One thing in basketball you don't want to do is you don't want to throw it back where it came from. Like it came from the left side,
Yeah.
and you reverse it up to the top. You want to swing it on to the other side.
Yeah.
Makes the defense shift. You know, I guess in your let's do the volleyball part of it.
Speak
like,
volleyball to me.
Well, I mean, it's just in terms of like you don't want to hit it like you don't want to hit it into the block, right? You want to hit it where it's where they aren't. In basketball, you want to swing the ball to the other side because the defense then they have to rotate over to there.
Yeah.
And what he did was you could hear Coach Burks through our headphones is you heard him say swing it because he got the ball and then threw it right back where it came from. Well,
Yeah.
the defense is there. It's, you know, it didn't get stolen, but you're not going to get an open shot throwing it right back to where it came from.
Gotcha. Brody makes both. He'll come out. Ephraim comes in. Hunley with the ball. Now it's Carter. Runs it down the court.
Just under 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Nice back cut. So blue, when Coach Burks yells blue, we have fouls to give, so he's trying to make them have to take it out again. So like you can foul one more, we can foul one more time. So he's probably going to say blue one more time. What you want to do is then that way they got to take it out, try to set their set play up again.
Makes sense.
Yeah. As long as you don't do something silly and shove somebody on a shot, it's a good thing. Try to reach in there. Maybe there's a reach in. So take it out again. Coach McCoy going to call timeout, set up a set play here. So again, now we can't foul because if we foul this time, it'll be free throw. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
I thought there was a rule though that like any foul is send them to the line.
Nope.
No.
Not initially. Darn it, the girls are down 27 to 19.
What is it? Fourth?
Nope. I don't think it's not even halftime yet.
Oh, second.
You can barely tell. But well, Meg's got 3 fouls.
Oh boy.
That's not good.
Oh boy.
Nice shot by Taylor.
Oh, that was Taylor?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was the other team.
Sorry,
That's why I said, oh boy.
if you're listening at home, you're wondering what I'm doing. I'm watching our girls' game at the same time. There's a steal.
Yay.
Come on, Elena.
Come on, Elaine. Oh, what the heck?
All right. Well, we're coming out of this time. We're coming out of this timeout. Let's see what Coach McCoy has drawn up for the Trojans.
5 seconds left on the clock.
With 5.7 here to go in the third quarter, with the score 53 to 25 in favor of the Trojans.
Yeah. Some clarification there. Now we're going. And what do? Inbound it.
Nice shot. That's a tough shot.
Yeah.
Good oh boy. If that
Good try.
if that would have gone in, because the ball went right through Carter Flaherty's hands.
Oh.
Freshmen play like freshmen sometimes. It's just the way it goes. So let's see. Well, now that we've got some time and considering where we're at almost score-wise, Illini Central. I didn't do this right. I got to go back and do it right. Okay, here we go. We're going to lead into our upcoming games. Okay, so next week.
Is that an R?
That is an R. Isn't it funny? Because it doesn't look like an
like
R.
dubbing.
I thought that too. It does. His Will Durbin's leg is blocking his R. It does not look right. We play Champaign, or I think it's St. Thomas More tomorrow. That's St. Thomas More tomorrow in the Sangamo versus the IPC shootout thing. So that's tomorrow in Williamsville. Next Tuesday night, I'll be sitting right where I'm sitting now for Illini Central and Olympia. And then Friday night, the boys will head to Athens for their game against the Warriors.
That's
So
Valentine's Day.
it is Valentine's Day. So we will be, so that's what we got coming up. So 2 weeks left in the regular season for the boys. Like we said, 1 week left. That darn set play. That darn set play. Coach McCoy ran that against me to win a game my last year as the varsity coach.
Really? You remember that?
Yeah, oh yeah. You don't forget things like that. You don't forget it mainly because you told your boys that it would happen and you were yelling it's getting ready to happen, and it happened. So.
See, I think it's so cool that, like,
That's
people
a nice pass.
are so just, like, good at understanding basketball. Like, you remember that, or, like, you notice the plays, or, like,
Well,
you notice the back cuts and the stuff.
Yeah, it's just, well, I mean, when you've done it for as long as I've done it, but then, like, the remembering a play from, like, 6 years ago, I mean, you lost a game because of it.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I've said this before, I've said this in the girls' broadcast recently, and I said it earlier tonight. You talk and talk in the locker room about, we need to do this, we need to do that, you need to watch out for this. Yesterday in practice, you would have worked on that play. And then when it works and you don't defend it right, it's frustrating.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, kids make mistakes, and you know, everybody makes mistakes. Made mistakes as coaches, but you know, Hunley for 3 from the left. That rims out. Rebound down to Lash. He gets fouled.
He'll shoot.
Call it on the shot. So
That's on Dom, the foul.
Ryan Lash will go to the line. See, he's got 8 on the night. This is the first.
Some subs. In comes Jones for the Trojans.
Like I said, I said at the beginning of the broadcast, this is one of those nights where all of the names of the kids from Auburn, easy to pronounce, not a single one of them that I have to sit there and brain lock up and try not to say somebody's name wrong, so that was nice.
I was going to say thanks, parents, but I guess they don't choose their last name.
Right. Yeah, because there's been some nights when it's been like I'd have to write it on the paper, like write it how you would say it.
With the hyphens and everything.
Yeah.
Ephraim to Brody. Brody turns it, passes it to Dom.
Shoot that thing. Why don't you just shoot it?
Uh-oh.
We're down 56 to 25. Shoot it. What are we going to do? It's not going to hurt anything. Shoot that ball. Come on, Ryder, make a move. Now's a chance. Now it's time to get better. This is an opportunity just to do something to get better. Again, like I said in my pregame thing, have winning body language. Keep playing hard. What can you do to help us? Oh, Brody, that's.
Oh, good try.
He was kind of surprised he got that open, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, there was like a last-second seam, like between the guys.
Hunley with a drive into the lane. He gets fouled by Dom.
What the heck?
And Hunley will go to the free throw line. He's going to call it on the floor. Maybe he is going to call it on the floor. I couldn't tell.
Here comes.
Quite a few subs. Quite a few subs. Brody's going to check out probably for the last time. Ryder comes out. Landon McGinnis goes in. Landon's a junior. Everybody else that's out there has played that we've had their names said. Brady McLaughlin gets up off the bench. He's going to sub in.
That's Campbell, who had the ball, number 2.
And so this is his first minutes of the evening. Peyton Campbell. Nice set play. Kick out there to Jack Jones.
Foul.
And he gets fouled by Carter Flaherty. It's not a good foul. Try to close out, but you got to close out under control.
Wise words.
Well, the girls made a little bit of a run. They're only down 6 now.
Nice.
The way we shoot the 3 will be okay, but
Jones made the first one, his first free throw.
Gets the second.
2 of them. Here comes Will and Brady, and Dom and Ephraim will check out.
I wish I would have glanced up there to see how many Brody ended up having before he checked out.
I know it was at least 20.
Yeah. Was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
Pretty sure.
Well, because I know he had 18 at one point
Yeah.
off of threes. I don't remember.
I think he had free throws, too.
So Landon with it. Gives it off
There's
to Carter
Carter.
Flaherty. Drives, skips it across to Preston Clark.
Oh, good save. Uh-oh.
Not sure what that was.
Good
but
try, I guess.
21 is Coy Grossner. Maybe
Two,
his name's
Campbell.
the only one that I may have said wrong. I should have asked about that one.
Sorry, Coy. Our bad. Here's Landon. Out to Preston. And then Carter, he's looking around, passes it to Landon. There's Will. And
Call foul there.
Will Dubbin.
Yeah, when I looked at that, I didn't make it, but when I looked at it, his leg is just in a perfect spot to make you wonder whether that's what it says.
Sorry, guys. No shade to whoever made that. I just think it's funny.
So the one thing I haven't
Jones
done
comes out.
is we have probably a lot of the people that are watching tonight may be from Auburn because of how far it is down there.
Yeah.
You know, from here. But if you got Illini Central people that haven't been on here with us before, hey, subscribe to the YouTube channel and give us a like and hit that bell notification thing, because then that gives you the ability, then it pops up on your phone, hey, I'm missing a Illini Central Sports Network broadcast. I gotta, I've been putting that up there just for the sake that I know that sometimes if you forget or if you're not sure where the link's at or whatever, pops up on my phone the minute I go live. It's right there. So definitely give us the like, whatever. If you don't give us a like, that's fine.
I laugh.
But if you are someone that usually watches the broadcasts, whether it's volleyball in the fall or basketball through the winter, make sure that you just makes it easier to get to it. So
I laugh because last time I was here, we were talking about that. We needed to plug the subscribe button.
Right. So I did it. I found something
Good job.
and been playing that on there. So, well, under 25 seconds to go. Game's about over. I'm happy with the way the boys played tonight, being down David against I've said it over and over, against a great team. I think, boys have nothing to hang their head about, scores sideways. But they did the three things I had on.
Oh, my gosh. Well, I hope everybody's okay.
Yeah, that.
Aw, little bro hug.
I don't know what Will was doing there, but just about took a kid out on the last second play or last second of the game, trying to close out on that shot and didn't about run over somebody, actually ran over somebody. So, anyway, it ended up being, like I said, tough loss in terms of score-wise, but definitely one of the, definitely a game that I thought we did a lot of good things down one of our main players.
Yeah.
So
they started off really strong, I feel like. Brody was hitting some threes, but also they had some pretty good rebounds.
Yeah. Yep. It was a good game in terms of, fought, did the things I hope to see us do. I'm proud of the boys. If you don't listen very often, I get critiqued sometimes for being too critical, being too negative. So if you guys, you're trying to be positive about, I'm usually not. So tonight was going to be a tough one considering how good a team they are, and the boys should definitely not hang their heads. So
yeah.
All right, Morgan, thanks for setting in on the second half.
Thanks for having me.
I'm going to get this stuff torn down and get ready and go home.
And Mr. Worley, life is good.
Life is always
can't forget.
Life is always good. So I will, if you're listening, come back on Tuesday night for boys against Olympia. Girls senior night next Thursday night. Those are the only two broadcasts next week. And then the regionals on Saturday. So take care. Have a great weekend. And like Morgan just said, I always tell people life is
Yep.
good.
Bye,
see you
Cougar
later.
Nation.
Take care. We'll see you.